She's the problem.
When you get Sophie Cunningham to sign a Jacy Sheldon rookie card with property of, that is crazy.
And requested and was granted by Cunningham for the 6th-year sharpshooter to sign a Jacy Sheldon rookie card with the phrase, quote, property of Sophie Cunningham.
I'm talking about Sophie Cunningham and Jacy Sheldon. Remember that spicy moment back in June? Oh, you remember, but hold on to your jerseys, folks, because Sophie Cunningham just dropped what might be the most hilariously petty move of the WNBA season so far. We're breaking down the viral autograph heard around the world, the history, the implications, and why this Friday's Fever vs. Mystics game. Let's rewind and appreciate the Sophie Cunningham phenomenon happening in Indiana this year. Remember when she signed with the Fever? It felt like a solid veteran pickup, right? Fast forward to August 2025. And Sophie isn't just our player on the roster. She's become a full-blown fan favorite, a cult hero. Her jerseys, flying off the shelves like Caitlin Clark bobbleheads on release day. Her Instagram skyrocketed past 1.2 million followers. That's superstar territory, people. She's brought an edge, a toughness, a swagger that Indiana fans have absolutely embraced. She's hitting clutch shots, playing lockdown D, and yeah, she's not afraid to mix it up, which brings us to the catalyst for her explosion into the mainstream WNBA consciousness. The June Sun vs. Fever game. Focus on Sheldon, Clark incident, and Cunningham foul ejection. June, Connecticut Sun vs. Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, the rookie phenom, driving hard to the basket. Jacy Sheldon playing tight defense. And then it happened. Sheldon's hand makes contact, hard contact, right in Clark's eye. Oof, you see Clark crumple, the refs review it, flagrant foul called. The Fever bench is heated, the crowd is booing. Enter Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham, known for being a fierce competitor and loyal teammate, clearly took that personally. Not long after, she saw an opportunity. A hard screen, a very physical foul on Sheldon. It wasn't subtle, it was a message. You don't do that to our star. Boom, ejection for Sophie. But in that moment, Indiana fans found their enforcer. The narrative was born. Sophie Cunningham, protector of Caitlin Clark. The clip went viral, memes exploded, and Sophie's tough girl rep was cemented. It was controversial, sure, but it undeniably made her a central figure in the league's storylines. Fast forward a couple of months, Jacy Sheldon, she's no longer with the Connecticut Sun, traded mid-season to the Washington Mystics. A fresh start, a new chapter. Sophie Cunningham, still balling out in Indy, her star shining brighter than ever. You might think, okay, beef squashed, different teams, moving on. Oh, how naive that would be, because in the world of sports rivalries, especially ones born from on-court physicality, things rarely fade quietly. There was always that lingering, what if they meet again energy, and Cunningham, she clearly hadn't forgotten. Cue the internet exploding this week. Someone, clearly a genius-level troll or the ultimate Cunningham stan, approached Sophie for an autograph, but they didn't hand her a Fever card or a generic photo. Oh no, they handed her Jacy Sheldon's rookie card. Let that sink in. They asked her to sign Jacy Sheldon's own rookie card. Now, most players might politely decline, sign it blandly, or maybe just scribble their name. Not Sophie Cunningham, nope. She saw the opportunity, smirked, I imagine, and delivered absolute gold. She didn't just sign it, she wrote clear as day, year property of, and then signed her name, Sophie Cunningham, directly underneath Level 1. Signing your rival's own card, bold. Level 2, writing property of. That's a direct claim of ownership. That's saying, I own you, I have your number, you're mine. Level 3, signing her full name underneath. That's the official seal, the notary public of pettiness, no ambiguity. This isn't just trash talk, this is trash talk immortalized on cardboard. It's objectively, undeniably hilarious. It's the kind of move fans dream of seeing. It shows Cunningham isn't just tough, she's got a wicked sense of humor and absolutely zero fear of stoking the flames. She wants all the smoke, as the kids say. And the fans, they are eating it up. Memes everywhere. Twitter debates lit. This card is now a piece of WNBA petty history. Why is this such a big deal? Because rivalries are the lifeblood of sports. Think Bird versus Magic, MJ versus the Bad Boys, Reggie Miller versus Spike Lee. They create narratives, they fuel intensity, they make regular season games feel like playoff battles. Cunningham versus Sheldon has that potential. It's personal, it's physical, and now it's got this layer of hilarious public disrespect. This stunt perfectly encapsulates Sophie Cunningham's persona in 2025. Unapologetic, loyal, tough as nails, and now hilariously petty. She's embraced the enforcer role, but added this layer of charismatic trolling that makes her incredibly marketable and relatable. Fans love a player who isn't afraid to stir the pot, especially when they back it up on the court. This autograph move wasn't just funny, it was strategic branding. It reinforces her identity and keeps her name buzzing. This Friday, August 15th, then Indiana Fever versus Washington Mystics. Sophie Cunningham versus Jacy Sheldon, Part 2. This Friday, August 15th. Indiana Fever set. The tension? Palpable. The pettiness? Officially documented on a trading card. What can we possibly expect? Intense defense. Cunningham will be locked in on Sheldon whenever they share the court. Physical screens, tight denial, maybe a little extra chatter. Sheldon's response. How does Sheldon react? Does she try to ball out and silence the noise? Does she give it back physically? Does she completely ignore it? Unlikely. This is her first real chance to respond on the court since the trade and since this autograph dropped. The incident. Watch. Honestly, would anyone be surprised if there's another flashpoint, a hard foul, some jawing? Cunningham has proven she's not backing down, and Sheldon surely hasn't forgotten June. The refs will be on high alert. The crowd. Indiana fans are going to be amped every time Cunningham touches the ball. Cheers every time Sheldon does. Boos, or maybe chants of proper tie. Imagine if they show the card on the Jumbotron. Bedlam. Eerie Caitlin Clark. Factor. Don't forget the origin story. How does Clark interact with Sheldon? Does Cunningham feel the need to send another message? Cunningham, with her play and now her personality, is becoming a genuine draw. This beef, if we can call it that, handled with this mix of competitiveness and humor, is captivating. It shows the players have personalities, edge, and passion. It humanizes them in a different way. The league should be leaning into this kind of organic drama. It's authentic, it's exciting, and it brings eyeballs. I think this game is going to be chippy. I think emotions will run high. I predict Cunningham makes a big defensive play on Sheldon, and maybe gives a little look to the crowd. Fever win a close, intense battle. But honestly, I'm just here for the drama. Let me know your predictions.